Today's project is a continued project, making my teleprompter. I've made a few errors here and there, but as I mentioned before, this is my prototype. Once we know how, we can build as many as we want. Now, this is ready to bolt down, and I'm not exactly sure where to bolt it down yet, because the camera is going to be adjusted up there. Now, since I've got to raise my camera up, let me get the camera where I can show you. First of all, when it's hooked to the proper tripod attachment, it's too low. Sits down in there, which is nice and solid, but my teleprompter, you'd be looking right through the bottom of the tripod. So we need to raise the camera up about probably yay high and have it adjustable where we can go back and forth this way. And I don't have the properly designed quick release attachment to go on my tripod. I don't know why we can't manufacture one out of wood. This bottom piece I've already measured is 1 5/8 square with a 45-degree angle on 2 sides. Well, this has all 4 sides, but the tripod only has 2 sides at a 45. This side right here is down at a 45, and when you move that lock around, it's at a 45 that way, so you can turn your camera any which way you want with this thing 45 on all 4 sides. I found a piece of wood. I thought about, I hate to ruin that whole big piece of wood, but the only one I got that's thick enough. I can cut a 1 5/8 inch square out of there. Grind it on the sander at 45 degrees. Or I could use some of this other scrap wood. And once I got that little square made, I could make several of them for that matter, and glue it right on the bottom of whatever piece of wood I use to raise the camera up. That ain't gonna be high enough. But let's say we raise the camera up that much. I think that's gonna be pretty close to right. I think probably I think we'll make one out of that block of wood. That's going to be close enough for railroad work. Whatever size I want to make on top, I'll glue it or screw it to my homemade wooden piece. See if we can't design that to fit. We just make one exactly like this. Drill a hole and put a 1/4-inch screw in it. But I also want to make it where it'll be adjustable back and forth. I got a notion in my head. Let's go to tinkering to see what we can come up with. Right, because we're going to go by that. 1 5/8. We can make the piece of wood a little bigger than 1 5/8. And then sand it down to exactly 1 5/8. And that would be the better way to go. You always have to take in any consideration the width of your saw blade, or you can wind up with the wrong size piece of wood when you're measuring exact. I don't have any calipers out here, so we're just doing a little bit of guesswork. This piece of wood is probably square enough. Hope you weren't looking through that. Got 2 sides square. We need a mark. Alright, shade over 1 5/8. If it don't fit, we'll just cut another one and keep going till we get it right. A little bit too thick, but we got a sanding machine. Here we go. Okay, my friends. I went through 2 of them that didn't come out right. The 3rd time appears to be the charm. And rather than try to thin it down like I was doing before, I'm going to leave well enough alone because that fits perfect. I'll just secure my block to that. Now, what do I do with my block? We want something wide enough for the camera attached to that that'll slide back and forth. In fact, I could taper it where I could get a 1/4-inch screw through there. We'll experiment with that. Probably be the 3rd time the charm on that one too. But I made my little insert for the tripod that fits absolutely perfect. Here's the device I made. I might not be able to get my camera. Great, I put it upside down. Well, the first attempt fits on there pretty snug. Whether we can get the camera on there or not is to be seen. That concludes today's video, my friends.